Two, it's your boy Jizzy President, and I'm back with another video. What's good, y'all? Been a little busy, but I'm back on this nice Sunday, as always, to go through earnings, to give you a little market recap. Definitely to talk about Bitcoin that went up. And as I'm looking right here, something that catch my eye is Berkshire Hathaway, $775,000. So let's look at this. And of course, this is the stock. This is Warren Buffett's stock. And there's been a lot of rumors that he sold out of all his XRP holding, which is crazy. But 775,000. So year to date, it's up with 94,000. If you own, or if any, or you or any family members you have own an entire share of this, let me know in the comments. Don't really get too many people who invest in this, but it's always crazy to see like how large this stock is growing. So big news for that. So it says Warren Buffett knew nothing about this business. It made him billions. All right. So as always, let's take a look at Bitcoin for sure. See. All right. Boom. So you seeing the big run up on Bitcoin is due to Trump reserve announcement. So he's gonna have ADA, Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Here you go, strategic reserves. Gonna have Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, and more in this reserve fund. So crypto is definitely pumping, right? And so what I've seen on social media for sure, how the stock, well, how crypto market was bleeding. Even the S&P been bleeding for the last week. And fun fact, when these bleeds happen, it doesn't last more than like 10 days. And so like when they're going on, it's hard to catch the bottom. And so just make sure that you're buying in, especially on like huge days, like 5 to 10% days. Make sure you're buying because it's always a long term game. And remember this, right? So when assets fall, they come down to pick you up. It's not meant to make you run away. And so you run to the fire, you buy when fearful, and you sell when people are being greedy. So if you miss this opportunity to buy them, I don't know what to tell you. And then especially like newbies in the market, I'm telling you, you have to go through a bear market and a bull market to understand like what you will miss out on in the future or whatever. Because like on this crazy dip to Bitcoin, it got down to like 78K, and I swear to you, when I saw that when it crossed that 80 threshold, I threw like $3,000 in it, and I'm up nicely right now. I did not expect it to get back to 94 this quick, right? But I posted on my threads. I was like, hey, Bitcoin will be back to 90K before Monday, and it's gonna melt faces. And we back at 95, and so I'm assuming before market open, it's gonna be at 100 again. It's gonna run due to the fact that a lot of crypto people, a lot of pro crypto people, were waiting on um, Trump to talk about crypto, which he really hasn't. And so now the crypto summit is March 7th, I believe. I would say it could be a little run up and dip there just because like to buy the news, sell the rumor. I mean, buy the rumor, sell the news type event. And so definitely with his Trump coin, this might be a good opportunity to buy this week. Oh, so it's already up to $24. Dang, this bad boy was just at like, wait, no, that's not Trump coin. That's GJT. Hold on, Trump coin. I have to find it on Robinhood, but you know what we're talking about. Let's see it. Trump coin. Coinbase. So it's at $16 right now. My prediction is that Trump coin will be by Thursday, maybe in the $35-$40 area. Now I know that's being completely bullish, but due to the fact that newbies are going to buy the news, they're going to think that he's going to talk about putting his own meme coin in some reserve or whatever like that, right? So it's an opportunity to trade this, and I wouldn't buy this long term, but I would definitely trade it this week. And so the all-time high for this is 74. So I definitely think we see 40. So if you throw $1,600 in there, you can make potentially 3-4 grand on that. But on you. So let's go back and let's look at S&P 500. Good SPY. And so we have 594. And of course, the market hasn't opened up yet where you can see the Monday data. But potentially we should be around 600 or something like that. So we should be up there due to the fact that Bitcoin rise. You usually see the market rise with that. So Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that, but I think we see 600 this week for sure. Let's take a look at iBit. iBit was down, definitely a big buying opportunity. You know, I'm pro iBit, so 47.90. This was before market close. He closed February the 28th, and so when this market opened back up, iBit is going to be up like almost $7 to $8 because it follows Bitcoin. So potentially market open, this should be around 50. I'm assuming 57, almost $10. So probably $57. Honestly, almost back at that 60 range when the market opens. So right around there, like the February 3rd price, we'll see that happen. Let's see. And so let's look at the news for today. And I'm gonna come back to stocks in a few, but I definitely want to see what's going on. Let's see, man, 65 dead and 3 alarm. Queens always something crazy going on in New York. Freshman University Pittsburgh player missing in a car crash. A lot of car crashes, a lot of plane crashes. I'll definitely say stay safe out there. A lot of crazy, weird things going on. Agrees to do the Daily Show with John under one condition. We can look into that later. Angie Stone killed in van crash. He crashes, more crashes. And I'm supposed to be going on vacation here soon, so I don't even know. I might cancel and throw some more money in the market. What we got? So it's haters make them sound like blase. New York City hidden dining gems. El Chavito. Might try that. Going to New York here soon. I look at the 40. These look like linemen running that, right? Or maybe a linebacker. I don't know. But on 40-yard dashes, I've been watching that, keeping up with the NFL draft. Comment below who you think going number one. So he's gonna be Trav, Cam Ward, Shador, or I think his name Abdul Carter or whatever. So just let me know. But one of them going number one. All right, so let's talk about earnings for the week. Huge earnings ahead. You know I love talking about them. Most of the time I don't really play into them, but I like, I guess, guesstimating a target for them, if that makes sense. And it's up to you if you want to play the play or not. But Best Buy and Target, and most of these companies, they steered away with the whole DEI thing, and it could affect their sales a little bit. And I'm pretty sure when they're talking about that during the earning call, you should see some volatility within their stock. AutoZone right here. Check this out. So during a little bit after COVID, right? AutoZone, let's look at it real quick. I was looking at AutoZone stock, right? Because AutoZone follows Advanced Auto Parts. They're both two stocks, but the stores are like the same thing. And so AutoZone tanked. I think it was maybe Advanced tanked or whatever. And I was like, bro, AutoZone is going to do the same thing. And their earnings was like a week apart. And so I had it for my phone. I was going to throw $500 on I think it was like a 0D, a trade or whatever. And to make a long story short, I missed out on like $115,000. Like, cause I looked at it, screenshot it. That's all I like doing, right, to see how the play turns out. Looked at the screenshots. I had the money right here, just didn't take it. And as I'm at work, right, cause it was a morning, like the stock tanked like $132, and I want to see if it's gonna show. Maybe back here, was it 2024? It might have been here. I don't know, but see, you see that extreme drop right there. I was in a call. I mean, I was looking at a put and I didn't take it. So huge L for me. Anyways, what else we got? ChargePoint. I know a couple creators were huge on ChargePoint due to the EVs or whatever, and so they were playing the long game with that, potentially saying like when EVs grow, ChargePoint will grow, and so you could do your own research on that to see how you think that's going to do for their earnings. But right here, Foot Locker, you know how I feel about Nike, how Nike's going to run up. I've been seeing a whole bunch of videos due to like Nike drops. A lot of lines are starting back to get these Jordans or whatever, and so look for Foot Locker to run as well in the coming months, because shoes are starting to hit the shelves again and people are lining up to get there. At one point they were talking about taking them out of Foot Locker and just was like sneakers app only, but now they're starting to put them back in there, and the lines are started just like back in the day when the hype were into the Jordan shoes and stuff like that. JD.com can see the similar thing. Linden Tree, I think all the Linden apps will run. If you take a look at Affirm ran up during this earnings, so Linden Tree will potentially do the same thing. They're a similar Linden type company deal. BJ's, I guess like due to you can always play these stocks when I mean they're never a bad idea because we always need food, but you can definitely play them when we're going through different areas in the world where we're like viruses and stuff like that. You know, the bird flu is up, and so members like they like to buy food or whatever and hoard food just in case we get locked on because everyone is scared of that quarantine stuff again. Costco, so it looks like a lot of food apps, a lot of food earnings this week for sure. Macy's, I would buy Macy's puts. Like just looking at it, right? Like who goes to Macy's anymore? I know some couple older people that still shop at Macy's, but if you think about it, right, like Macy's should be declining. Like kind of like Sears, right? And so in the month, it's down 5.78%, 6 months, 7%, year to date, it's down 15%. Like, what has this stock even done? 15 years, it's only up 24%. And the highest it got was $30.41. So I honestly think that we might hear. I'm gonna keep up with this one too. And this is just guessing, not even really looking into it, right? I think that they might file for bankruptcy. I don't know. I don't think they're going to bankruptcy, but I think like they're going to be closing stores and stuff soon. So, and it's already $14. I don't even see it going lower than this. So it's probably just best to stay away. Broadcom. So you can probably look at what Intel and stuff did for their earnings and how that affected everything. And so let's take a look how Intel did because I know they did have their earnings a couple of days ago. That could skyrocket after Jensen Hughes earnings call. Definitely, man. People been downplaying Intel, but at the end of the day, this is like a legacy computer stock, if that makes sense. And so this is a good buy, honestly. Yeah, it's declining, it's down bad, but it's down 57% in the 5-year mark. And so, what about all time? Still up 3,000%, almost 4,000%. So, with all these new computer chip stocks coming out, like Broadcom, I'm not even sure how long Broadcom been around, but Nvidia and much more. It's definitely gonna be heavy diversified in these computer stocks. But like I said, this is like a legacy computer stock, so you can bet on them being innovative going forward. So you can average in and don't. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't hurt to throw a couple $100 in here just to let it ride. Let's get out of here. I'm tired of seeing that. What else? Marvel. I will stay away from that. Victoria's Secret. Let's look at one more. I'll probably play AutoZone puts. I don't know. I'll probably play puts. I'll probably play some lotto puts on that just because. I mean, that's all I got. I mean, huge earnings, a lot of good companies, but not a lot to talk about. So, what else we got? So, let's take a look at. So let's take a look at the market volatility, right? And so let's go back to SPY real quick. So if you've been day trading SPY, you can make a lot of money because like when you can buy the pump, sell the pump and buy the dump, if that makes sense. Because in the last 5 days, it's been going down, running up, going down, running up, going down. So definitely big scalp opportunities there that a lot of people are can take advantage of to make a lot of money. So definitely look out for that. This is the end of the first quarter. Do want to talk about that. So whatever goals you have for this year, make sure you stand on track because the end of the first quarter is always huge because it sets you up for the next 3 quarters. So if you did, in fact, jump towards your goals or initiate something to start progressing forward, make sure you celebrate it. It's always big to take a step back and identify what you did and just stay on track and so you can keep going. So make this year a big year for yourself and invest heavy because when these market dips, it's definitely going to run under the Trump administration, but it's definitely going to be a dip before the run. And I feel like, honestly, I'm gonna be bullish and say that's the only dip we get in Bitcoin. And so that 78K might be the bottom for some years. I don't see us going under that. And I think we're headed towards 141 to 50. So make sure you're buying in on these dips. And don't listen to the media. Don't listen to everyone that's telling you to get out, sell, blase, blase. Make your own plan, especially with these stocks. Like, make your own plan. When it comes to getting a certain amount of shares shares in the stock, make sure you what's going on with this? Why is it not? like I said, I don't cut anything. I just like sitting here like I'm in a room talking to y'all on a daily basis. So like, for example, right, I share is if you're trying to get 1,000, make sure you're, you know what I'm saying, you're progressing towards your goal. So if that looks like getting 350 to 400 a year, don't let media distract you from that, because all of a distraction. And plenty of people got distracted from Bitcoin. I'm telling you, plenty of people sold their bags when it started dipping to 80, and now we're back at 94. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go buy again. And so they're too emotional. So get away from that emotional. Know that an asset always rises. In the worst circumstance, you might have to wait a little longer than what it normally does. But honestly, if you put yourself in position, you can make a lot of money in the long term. Just believing that it's going to surpass its all-time high. And so with Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin all-time high should be like 101 what? 102, 104, somewhere up there. 105 something, right? And so believe that Bitcoin will surpass its all-time high, but you missed the 15 to 20% discount that it gave, right? And so just a learning opportunity for everybody, especially these newbies, right? 15%, especially these newbies. Buy the dip, weed out the distractions. It was an 18% dip, so you had an 18% discount on Bitcoin. Come on now, you just gotta lock in. And so I feel like this video has been too long, so let's go to ChatGPT real quick to motivate me, and we're gonna end with that. You got this. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. It's easy to get overwhelmed, but the key is to focus on what you can do right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Keep pushing forward, even when it feels tough. Success isn't about never stumbling, but about getting up each time you do. And hey, no one else has your unique blend of strengths, so you're already ahead of the game. Stay focused, stay driven, and trust that the hard work you put in now will pay off big time. What's the next step you're going to take? Hey, I'm telling you, ChatGPT never fails to not motivate me. So keep grinding, stay hustling, weed out the media, weed out the distractions. Don't take advice from somebody lifestyle that you don't want to be in. And that's all I got. And if you had Tank Davis to win by knockout, sorry, that was a good match. And honestly, I think that Tank Davis, I know this is completely opposite from stocks, but I think that Lamont Roach can just benefit off Tank Davis height, fight Shakur, fight all them other guys, Devin Haney, and then let them boys see Tank. But have a good weekend.